unranked opponent, can you take care of business? It's the Virginia Tech Hokies and the Florida Gators. Reese Davis, David Pollack, Jesse Palmer with you, and Holly Rowe is down on the sideline. Hello, Holly.
Thanks, guys. The Florida head coach told me before the game, even though their opponent today is not ranked in the top 25, Coach has been warning his players all week, do not overlook anyone. We have to be the best version of ourselves today. I'll keep you posted on how it's going at halftime. Back to you.
Thanks, Holly. Looking forward to see how this one goes. And the Hokies ready to put toe to leather, and here we go. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. They'll run this play from the pistol. Off the play fake on first down. Throws to the wideout. Wilson open on the right side. That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they have a first down at the 43.
And I love the way the receiver works his route on this. He really sets the defender up. He sells like he's going one way, puts his foot in the ground, comes back to the football. Nice job execution.
They'll give it to Ball. Once for the tackle.
You love to see this on offense. Early in drives, getting that kind of yardage keeps you ahead of the chains.
They can really be aggressive after that last play. It's 2nd and 3. He's got it on the right. Turning it on. He'll work his way down to the 28.
And you've really seen the evolutions of tight ends, man. These guys are no longer just big bodies that block like the extension of the offensive line. They're more like receivers. And I love when the quarterback gets it out of his hands, and then you just watch. They can make plays. They can run people over. They can now run around people. So nice to have these tight ends.
The Gators have it with a 1st and 10. Caught behind the line. It's Wilson. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the first down.
This slot receiver is a guy that defense has to be careful of. He runs good routes. He's got some speed. And if you're not careful, this guy can gash you.
Short pickup of 4 on first down, dealing with a 2nd and 6. Keeps it on the bootleg. It's complete to the right. They'll get it down to the 10-yard line on that completion.
Well, everybody knew this guy was going to get his touches coming into this game, considering he's one of the better receivers in the country. And to start it off, the offense was actually looking the other way. They were looking for other guys to make big plays, but finally they got the opportunity. They were able to find some space to get their best receiver the football, and guys, that's not going to be the last time. Defense has done a nice job taking it away from them up to this point. The question, though, can they keep it up?
They'll run it. It's Ball. And he waltzes in for the score. Touchdown, Gators!
And they talked about it this week with us. They talked about wanting to start this football game fast. Nothing like taking the opening possession, using your script to your advantage, and then getting closer and exerting your physicality, running the football in, off to a hot start for this offense.
Coming out with it, it's Heath. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. This place is roaring, and it's going to be so hard to operate under these conditions. To the air on first down. Under fire. And it's a sack. You see a Gator bringing the heat like that, you think about Derek Harvey, who was the MVP of the national championship game in 06.
And Alex Brown and Javon Curse, they had a long list of guys that could really make the quarterback's life difficult. You got to put pressure on the quarterback. You got to affect him. Really nice job on this play.
Second down, they'll go to the air. And the pressure is coming in, and they get him again.
Man, you talk about starting a game in style. You dream about getting to the quarterback and getting sacks. How about this? Back-to-back sacks for that young man on 2 plays. That is a dream start.
And this defense has squatters' rights in the backfield. Back-to-back sacks, and the crowd is insane. On the delay, it's Overton. He is denied, cannot get to the first down marker, and it's fourth down coming. The Hokies will try to pin them back with the punt. 3 and out, they got stuck in reverse. They hope the punt can bail them out. Fields to punt and tries to help improve that field position. They make the stop, and that is exactly what you want out of your punt cover unit. Florida has the ball back, and here comes the offense. Already a solid start to this one. Now back to work with this 7-0 lead. They'll start on the ground with Jaden Ball. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
They're trying to run the football, and there's just nowhere to go for the ball carrier inside. He tried to bounce it to the outside. That linebacker way too fast. He met him there and forced the TFL.
After getting knocked back to open this drive, it's 2nd and 12. Sends it back in motion. They'll go to work in the air on 2nd down. Unloads to the wideout. Complete out left to Wilson. He's loose. Touchdown Gators! And once he found open space, the band might as well start playing.
It was a really nice job on the route concept because they got the safety occupied, which opened up the deep middle of the field for the receiver on the post. He uses his speed. Nice job by the quarterback, putting it out in front of him. He makes the catch and then runs it into the end zone.
And the extra point was good. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. And we're about to get another look at this Hokie offense. To say this has been a slow start is a bit of an understatement, and they really need to get it going here, Jesse.
That's right. The opponent, they're firing on all cylinders right out of the gate. Offensively, for this unit, they've been slow and struggling. They need an explosive play to wake themselves up.
Yeah, and it's just the first quarter, so it's not the end of the world. You've seen slow starts, but you got to continue to pick and pick and pick until you find that play or that scheme that you can use against this defense.
They didn't get a push at all on that one. It'll be no gain on the play.
Well, this is a defense that we know takes tons of pride stopping the run. That's where it all starts and ends with them, and you saw a great effort on that last play.
They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. Back to pass. Fires left. That's caught. It's Green. And he's brought down after a nice gain. He keeps throwing it like this for the Hokies, and the defense will have to sleep with one eye open.
And the defense is going to have to grip those pillows tight because when a QB gets going and spinning it with the ability to run the football too and the diversity of this offense, it can be tough, and the Hokies fans will be excited.
That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball. Man, what a spectacular play by that defensive end to come up with the tackle there.
And you see those guys get off the football so fast. Most of these guys are 250 to 275 pounds, but they get off the ball fast, low. And the offensive linemen, they have no chance to stop those guys as quick and as fast as they are.
Maybe a crease. They make the stop, but not before he takes a chunk out of what they need to move the sticks.
Listen, you got to be able to know what play to call and what hole to go through. Like the line blocks for a certain hole. Good job getting through the hole, getting what was blocked, getting a nice positive gain, making your situation really good on the next down.
This crowd unhinged, trying to make sure the Gators don't back down on third down. Fires to the wideout, working the middle. Just what they'd hoped for on third down as they've got a first at the 32.
QBs and wide receivers spend all offseason together throwing the football in air. I mean, really developing that chemistry and timing. Understanding, I get man coverage, I'm throwing this to you right now.
Wide receiver comes in motion. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces second down.
Sometimes it takes quarterbacks a few plays to really get into the rhythm of the game and not force things. I think the quarterback that time was really trying to force the ball to his wide receiver, but against man coverage, there were other guys on that play that were open that could have had a chance. So this quarterback just needs to settle down a little bit. He won't be throwing as many incompletions if he just lets the coverage tell him.
And the quarterback will be slung down back at the 43.
What a great job by this defense setting the tone early. In the first half, they've been hitting the quarterback early and often. Make him feel uncomfortable. Make him feel that pressure. Keep getting him on the ground. That's why they've built a lead.
This will be the 8th play of the drive, but a great opportunity for the defense to get off the field. On third and long, he'll have to turn it loose deep. Rushes on him. Past the 30. It's a fumble. Defense swarming on that loose ball. It'll be a turnover.
And, man, I love my quarterbacks that want to make plays and make those big plays and scramble around and get away from people, but you got to tuck that football away. When you're going to run through arm tackles and people are around you diving, make sure you got that thing locked up. He did, and defense took advantage of it.
They'll try the counter. Defense in the right spot. They stop him after a gain of 2 to the 28.
And the defense doing a great job committing to the run. When you commit to the run like this, obviously you can give up some plays in the passing game, but you got to stop the run first.
Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on second down. Here's a give the ball. He fought him off for a while, but that's what they mean by gang tackling.
You know, the runner just has to have a little bit more patience. He bounced that thing outside a little too early, and as a result, lost yards.
They're going to keep this drive going. They'll have to make a play on third and long from the 26. He's looking to throw. Got his man on the right. And the defense makes the immediate tackle, but he has enough for the first down. And the Gators come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Got it behind the line. It's Brown. There to make the tackle, and that's how we'll wrap up this first period. We've come to the end of the quarter, and it's Florida on top. Let's take a look at the numbers, and they have jumped out to an impressive start. This could be a pivotal moment in this game as we open the second period and they try to find a way to answer. So first down here as they go back to work. Handoff for Ball. And they're able to shove him to the turf as they stop him for a short gain.
That's a really nice play. It's impressive. When it's first down and the defense thinks you might be running the football, you still can line up, you can get some movement at the point of attack and find a little crease for your running back.
Got 3 on first down at 2nd and 7. He's got it again. Fights off a defender. And that stiff arm is a weapon for this runner. He uses it and picks up a first down.
This guy's got a lot of tools in his toolbox, toting the rock, man. He showed you right there. And when I think back to Florida running backs, Emmitt Smith, all-time great. But a guy I played with in Gainesville, Fred Taylor. He was so big, but so fast for a guy his size. He just caused so many problems for the defenses we faced. And I think in the SEC today, you have...
Strong pass rush, gets to the quarterback, and they get him at the 46.
This defense needed something to happen to create some momentum back to their side. They've built a deficit. QB's been very comfortable making plays. Exactly what you needed. Put some doubt in his head. Get to him. Hit him. Get physical. They get the sack on this play, and that's just what they needed.
2nd down, they'll go to the air. Wilson has it over the middle, and they're able to make the tackle.
Listen, QBs and wide receivers got to be on the same page, and you got to know when to throw that curl route. It's got to be on time, right when the wide receiver breaks so the DB can't catch up. Nice job, QB and wide receiver, being on the same page, getting some positive yards.
This will be the 8th play of the drive, but a great opportunity for the defense to get off the field. On 3rd and long, he's going to have to throw for it. Quickly out on the screen to the wide receiver. And they explode on that one, and they've got it down to the 22.
Well, I think on that play you saw why this guy's such a big weapon in this offense. At receiver, he does such a nice job with his routes. He's patient, and he's consistent, and he's got good hands. You don't see him put a lot of balls on the ground. Nice job there picking up the first down.
The Gators go back to work after moving the chains through the air. Wide receiver going in motion. Looking downfield on first down. Snagged in the middle. It's Wilson. They'll spot the ball at the 12 after that completion.
Well, this offense knew coming into this game they wanted to try to attack the middle of the field in the passing game, and they're able to execute the in route there.
It'll be 2nd down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. And he got a hand in there, knocks it away, incomplete.
I love the quick decision the QB made there on that RPO, knowing he wanted to get it out of his hands fast. He just needs to make a more accurate throw moving forward.
They've been really good moving the chains on 3rd down. Now 1 yard away from another first down on this drive. And the pressure was too much. They get him at the 15.
Well, I love that play by the defense there. Hanging back, watching the QB's eyes. Great job in coverage on the back end, and then rallying to him when he decided to go try and run for it himself. And now this defense is set up 4th.
They're not into 3s. They want 6s. And to keep this drive alive, they'll need to get it on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Got his man in the middle. He's got enough for the first down, and they roll the dice and convert to keep this drive going. They were easily within field goal range there, but they don't feel like you can win this game 3 points at a time.
No, pass. I mean, you got to be aggressive. You got to get touchdowns, man. You've seen the emphasis. Defenses are willing to give up yards now to make you kick field goals. I like this offense being aggressive. Forget the 3s. We need 6s.
Fires to the end zone. It falls incomplete. He was trying to find his man for 6.
That play had 6 written all over it, but he drops it in the end zone. Bad break for the offense.
2nd down coming up on this red zone opportunity. Rides to back and leaves it. Could be an alley. Runs through a tackle. And he's run out of bounds just short of the goal line, and they keep him out of the end zone for the moment.
And this offense, right, they are in a groove. They are in a rhythm, just finding themselves play after play. Everything they're dialing up right now is working. If I'm the offensive coordinator, I'm not changing a thing. I'm going to continue to do what I'm doing because this defense has had zero answers.
They'll use the running game on 1st and goal. And he surges across the line. Touchdown, Florida!
All you can say is how impressive has this team been at home today in all 3 facets of the game. Their defense has been outstanding. We've seen some plays in special teams, and the offense continues to deliver, showing off all of the playmakers and all of the versatility they have on that side of the football. This could not be better here in the first half for the home team.
And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. Here comes the Hokies offense to start this possession. They've got nothing done so far, and they already find themselves in a 3-possession hole, Jesse.
Yeah, and as a head coach, you're wondering what...
Makes a grab down the middle. Nothing but green grass down the middle. And he got away from the defense and takes it in. Touchdown, Virginia Tech. These two have spent plenty of time together. That was almost telepathic, David.
No doubt, and quarterbacks and wide receivers throw all off-season to get on the same page. You can see he hits him in stride. That's why he gets the touchdown.
And they did tack on that extra point with no problem. He'll bring it out. It's Brown. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. Here comes the Gators offense, ready to go on the attack. Clock stops as Virginia Tech calls its first timeout. And they'll have 2 left to work with here in the first half. They'll run the RPO and fire to the right. Great job on the containment and the tackling. They stop him for no gain.
For a wide receiver screen to work, you've got to have better blocking out in front by other receivers, and they're just not physical enough at the point on that last play.
They'll run the counter. Creates a little room. Using the pads, using the stiff arm, using all kind of strength to get it across the 25 to the 26.
And I like the thought process on offense here early in this game. They're giving their bell cow the ball early and often. There are a lot of coaches that outthink themselves, and they think, you know, we're going to throw the ball to set up the run instead because everybody on defense knows our guy is the focal point. But this offense is just keeping it simple. Let's just give our best player the football early in this game, and let's just get him into a rhythm.
And you see this so much in college football, man. Now, short yard situations, you give it to your QB, you get the extra blocker, and it's just really hard to stop, man, because he still is a thrower, and there's still that threat. But nice job being physical on the line of scrimmage by this offense.
The Gators will snap it on 1st and 10. Trying play action. Unloads it downfield. And it goes through his hands. Oh, he had an explosive play right there for the taking, but couldn't reel it in.
Oof. That's one of those plays where you're going, man, he probably could have made that. The defense wasn't great on the play, but guess what? It goes down as an incompletion. Those are one of those bullets that you got to dodge throughout a game to get the win, to limit those big plays.
Try to make up for some of that lost ground on 2nd down. Looking to fire. Finds his man. It's Singleton. He snagged it, but he'll be stopped short of the 1st down. Good, solid pickup on that play.
This quarterback right now is in a groove, and he's doing a nice job in pre-snap. He's reading the coverage, and he's getting an idea of where he wants to go with the football. That's why the ball's coming out of his hands so quickly, and that's why he seems like he's in a great rhythm right now.
And the Gators come to the line on 3rd and short, looking to keep this drive moving. They'll move the wide receivers. We're at the 2-minute timeout. They've built a big lead, and they'll try to pile on a little more before the break. Third and 3. They'll try to pick up the first through the air, and they can't make the connection.
Defense did a great job. 3rd and short on the opponent's side of the field. They're expecting quick throw. Everybody, they dug their heel on the ground. They're able to break on the ball, force the incompletion.
Kicks it high, and it's just hanging there as if it has helium in it and floating down toward the earth. And he is knocked down immediately. Brave to try the return, though the coach might have preferred a fair catch. They take over late in the half, enough time to put together a drive. Looking to throw on 1st down. Caught in the backfield. It's Hawkins. Trying to hit him with a quick game on 1st down, and nothing doing there.
You know, you got to be careful as a QB throwing to your running back in man coverage. If there's a linebacker draped all over him, then that ball's not going anywhere. You just saw it right there. Better play by the defense.
Quarterback may change this route. Wants to fire on 2nd down. He lets it fly. Goes high to pull it in. And he's brought down at the 40-yard line, and that'll be a 1st down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Looking to throw on 1st down. Catch in the middle. It's Reynolds.
And, man, guys, we talked about this guy coming into the game, right? He's good, and he can catch the football. He can make plays. That's his first target on the day. And I think the defense is just as surprised as we are, but the offense definitely got to get this guy more involved.
Wants to keep it in the air. Throws to the wideout. Makes the grab. It's Jackson. He stopped at the 40, but it'll be a 1st down here late in the half. Wants to throw it again. The safe call on the wide receiver screen. Could not make his way to the corner. Virginia Tech wants to take a moment. They called their 2nd timeout. And they'll still have one in their pocket for what's left in this 1st half. Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Overton. There's some room. Past the 10. Touchdown, Hokies. He got loose, and it was lights out after that.
And that was a really big score here at the end of the 1st half, just for their confidence and their momentum. They're obviously still losing right now on the scoreboard, but you had the feeling something positive had to happen here at the end of the 1st half for them to go in at halftime, regroup, and come out in the 2nd half now trying to build on that successful drive offensively.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. This late in the half, here's the question. How aggressive will the play calling be? Wants to throw on 1st down. With the catch, it's Brown. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that 1st down marker.
And these quarterbacks have to really trust their wide receivers that they're going to be disciplined and run to the right route when they're throwing that ball to the outside like that, because those corners are sitting there on the inside, and the worst thing that could happen is to miss inside and that cornerback D going the other direction.
Just make sure to take care of that football. He stopped after a short gain. It'll be 3rd down. So the first half has come to a close. We'll take a break and head over to the halftime show. Just about set to get this second half underway. He'll bring it out. It's Keith. Just able to get out to the 18-yard line on the return before he's stopped. And Virginia Tech sends the offense onto the field. They start this third quarter, one-possession game, and hoping to get an early drive going.
This offense is ready, and they're ready to take the field here and see if they can get something established. They don't have to change everything and reinvent the wheel. They've had some successes in the first half, so let's get that continued here on the opening drive.
Yeah, and I love getting that break at half to go talk with my coaches and pick my offensive coordinator's brain so I know exactly what I need to do to attack this defense, and I get ball first.
Offense in a bunch formation. To the air on 2nd down. Pressure coming, and they got it.
Well, quarterback went down behind center pretty quick that time, and it makes you wonder as a play caller, against this pass rush, do you start thinking about maybe rolling your quarterback out and changing the launch play?
The noise is deafening, trying to make sure only the Gators get out of the swamp on 3rd down. Looking to throw, and he needs a chunk play. Sends it downfield. Intercepted, and that's not how you want to start a half. Didn't have a lot of room to run after the pick, but he's done his job. They have it at the 44. The Gators sending the offense back to work. They'd love nothing more than to take advantage of that early second half turnover and cash in and tack a little bit more onto this lead. He's going to let one fly down the middle. Knocked away at the last minute, and that is precision defensive back play there.
Well, the offense taking a shot after getting the takeaway. They're in what's called the fringe area. It's not quite the red zone, but it's a good spot to throw posts, to throw goes, to throw deep corner routes, smash routes. That's exactly what they were thinking that time. Just a little bit off on the throw. Nice play by the defense, but I love the aggressive nature that time by the O.
He almost had the pick, and that could have given them a boost. Instead, it'll be 3rd down.
Yeah, nice coverage, and you'd like to snag that interception, but there's always a reason why these thoroughbred athletes play defense, and it's usually because of their lack of hands, like you just saw.
It'll be 3rd and long. DB's locked up tight on the receivers. On 3rd and long, he has to throw for it. He took a hit as he threw it and couldn't deliver the football. It's incomplete, and 4th down's coming.
Well, this is a disappointing drive for the offense, considering where this drive started in their opponent territory. Now you're at 4th and long. You've got to be better throwing the football in those types of situations.
Well struck on a high hanging kick. And he tried to pin him deep with that punt. Instead, it goes into the end zone. It'll come out to the 20. Virginia Tech opens this drive as the offense looks ready to go. Last drive ended with an interception, and they can't afford to have that happen again. Defense right there to stop him in his tracks, and they get nothing on that play.
Well, I've times you see these defenses, man, they pull the run blitzes. They understand the formations. It might be a run, play the percentages, and then you got to deal with the big defensive tackle inside. So more bodies near the line of scrimmage. Everybody's got to pick him up, but they didn't block the most important guy, the big fella right in the middle.
The run inside. It's Hawkins. Stuffed on back-to-back plays. He got nothing, and now they're looking at 3rd and long.
If you're going to stop the run game, you better be physical up front on the defensive line. They've got some maulers. They've got some dudes with bad intentions. Nice play there.
On 3rd down, he drops to throw. Not in lockstep there with the receiver.
I want to give a shout-out to the defense there on 3rd down, doing a really nice job disguising their coverage because it looked like they confused the quarterback on 3rd down. Really nice job getting back into that zone and making sure that ball falls incomplete.
He'll field the punt and try to make a big play. He gets it up to the 34-yard line before he stopped, and that's where the offense will set up shop. Florida has the ball back, and here comes the offense. A rather unproductive series last time, 3 and out, and they'll try to do better this time around. Nowhere to go on that one. It'll bring up 2nd and 10.
It's hard to run on a defense that comes off the ball like that and runs to the football like that. Good luck. No holes anywhere.
Got stuffed on 1st down. It's 2nd and 10. Back to pass. Looking for a big play. Intercepted. That is just what this defense needed.
And that's why as quarterbacks, you cannot telegraph the pass. You cannot stare down your receivers because these defenders, they're watching it. And that defender knew exactly where the QB was going with that football, and that's why he picked it off.
Let's see what this offense has dialed up this time. Back in motion, try to clear the picture. Running inside, it's Hawkins. They didn't get a push at all on that one. It'll be no gain on the play.
And I think this has probably been the most surprising thing of this game so far. This guy's one of the best running backs in the entire country. They just can't get him going. He's never been able to get into a rhythm. You got to give the defense so much credit because they have been able to shut this guy down, and they got to keep that up here in the 2nd half.
Didn't get much on 1st down. It's 2nd and 9. Running to... There's a crease. And he'll take it to the house. He got loose. Touchdown, Virginia Tech.
And we've already seen him catch a touchdown, and now they're using his speed in another way. Like, when you have a monster, you give him the football. You feed him. So they give him the football, hand it to him, let him use his speed, get to the outside, make a play, and score a touchdown for this offense.
And the point after is good. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Here comes the Gators offense, ready to go on the attack. Their lead is gone, and they'll try to grab it back on this drive. They'll start on the ground with Jaden Ball. Defense right there to stop him in his tracks, and they get nothing on that play.
What a great play by the linebacker. You talk about filling a hole. Defensive line does their jobs. He comes in the hole and says, sit out, sir.
Didn't get much done on that first play of the drive. It's 2nd and 11. Looking to fire. Intercepted, and the defense has set him up. The return never really got started, but boy, he has set his team up at the 28.
Well, that's the second pick in as many series now for this quarterback. But, David, I love the defense right now and the way they're reading and reacting to all these route concepts. I mean, they are all open.
Takes it the other way. He'll be brought down inside the 10-yard line at the 9.
Well, he was able to gash him on that play. You just give this guy 1 inch, one little crease. He puts his foot in the ground. He gets north fast.
Some hard running there, but just too many defenders as he stopped for a loss.
Here's the thing. I know this guy's not going to win the Heisman Trophy, but he's a pretty talented football player that's made big plays for this offense in the past. They have not had any success when they've given him chances so far in this game. And in the third quarter, you're getting a little nervous, I think, if you're the head coach, because he's a guy you need to have success if you're going to win.
Wrestled down at the 8-yard line as they threaten deep in the red zone.
After getting stopped on that second down, don't be surprised if the offense hands it off to him again here at the goal line on third.
They'd love to make this short field pay off with a touchdown instead of a field goal, but it's 3rd and goal. Gonna run it. It's Hawkins. A big 3rd down stop by this defense, but they are still in field goal range. Here comes the field goal unit. This crowd trying to do its part to get inside the kicker's head. And this one is perfect. And guys, after the field goal, now they have the lead.
And you want a touchdown and you want to be aggressive, but man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The Gators sending the offense back to work. He threw a pick the last time they had it. Now they have to take care of the football. They'll start on the ground with Jaden Ball. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield.
And I think the defense kind of understood what was coming. Back-to-back possessions where this offense threw interceptions, like they're going to want to get the run game going, and they were ready for it. Great job fitting the gaps and making good, solid tackles.
After getting knocked back to open this drive, it's 2nd and 12. Motion from the wideout. 2nd down, he'll throw it. And that's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact on the play, but no flags. It'll be 3rd down.
Well, it was a good throw. It was a good route, but it was the hit that forced that incompletion.
Now facing a 3rd and long. They'll run out of the gun with Jaden Ball. Stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play.
I love the awareness by the defense there. 3rd and long, everybody in the building thinking this is going to be a pass. But up front, they were very, very aware that they might see run. And they did a really good job playing with their eyes. They rally to the ball, they get the TFL, and now they set up 4th and long.
The Gators send out the punt unit. Doesn't say much for your drive when you're looking forward to the punt. My goodness, he unloads on that one. Makes a catch at the 10. And they'll get downfield and make the tackle right at the 16-yard line. A lot of work to do as this drive will start from the 16-yard line. Grabbed behind the line, it's Brown. It's a fumble. Recovered by the defense, and he's off.
Well, the quarterback got it to his receiver quickly and gave him an opportunity to make a few moves after the catch, but he's got to do a better job with ball security that time. That is a costly fumble.
Florida has the ball back, and here comes the offense. They really didn't move the ball at all the last time they had it, and hoping for better fortune this time around. Got a man, it's Pryor. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground cover to pick up the first.
And listen, I know that wasn't a huge gain. It was positive, but I like doing more of that in today's college football. I'm just going to try to give my playmakers a chance to do damage in space away from all the big boys inside.
Picked up 5 on that last pass play. Now it's 2nd and 5. Caught in the backfield, it's Singleton. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain.
Yeah, and listen, I'm going to move this guy everywhere. He was in the slot this time, but I'm not going to let the defense understand where he's lining up so they can double team him, put him in the slot, put him out wide. Either way, find this guy early and often.
Coming to the line, looking for that first down on 3rd and short from the 29. Looking to throw for it. Right on the money. He's got enough for the first down. They'll spot him at the 24-yard line.
When you're a playmaker like this guy is, your coaches are going to dial up plays intended for you, especially on 3rd down. That's what you saw in that last play. There was no question where the quarterback was going with that football. All week long, they decided on the biggest downs of this game, we're going to target our best player, and we're going to make sure that he gets looks. It doesn't matter what the coverage is, and you saw it right there on that play.
We've reached the end of the quarter, and Virginia Tech is on top. They've built a cushion. They've got a nice lead. Now the task is finish the deal as you take a look at the 3rd quarter stats. Here comes the 4th. Time to see who steps up, who makes the winning plays to take home that W. Final stands of the game, and we'll start with the first down. Running right, it's ball. Here's a little room there. Touchdown, Florida! And with that, they move out front here in the 4th.
That is complimentary football at its finest. The defense gets the turnover. The offense punctuates it, uses it to their advantage, takes the lead late in the football game. Now that defense that just gave you a good stop, they need another one for you.
And the extra point is good, and every point counts. It's now a 4-point lead in the 4th. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. And we're about to get another look at this Hokie offense. So they just gave up the lead on that last touchdown drive. Now to put something together to go back on top late. Hit and brought down right at the line of scrimmage. In their vision of that play, someone would run free after making an easy catch. There was nowhere to run and nowhere to go concept down.
Probably looked really good when they drew that one up on the board this week in practice, but obviously a lot more difficult to go out and execute. Give the defense credit. Great stop.
Back to pass on second down. Stepping to the right. Unleashes one. Makes the grab. It's Green. And it's a first down. They'll mark it at the 44.
And this is the kind of quarterback I want to build my offense around. I mean, guys that can scoot, extend plays. It makes the offensive line better, wide receivers better when you can do things like this and get completions down the field.
Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Overton. Nowhere to go on that one. It'll bring up second and 10.
Offense tries to go RPO and hand off to the running back, but how about the defense up front? They're just too stout. They're not getting moved anywhere. They're able to make a big-time play.
Plenty of work to do here on second and long. He wants to change this route. Tight end in motion, see how the D reacts. Got the quick pass.
Well, you can tell those two have been practicing the out route all off-season long. They look like they could have completed that in their sleep.
Big third down as the crowd gets behind this defense. They'll try to pick it up on the ground. He'll be stopped short. It'll bring up fourth down as this defense makes a play.
Man, I think back in the day, this is a no-brainer. You're punting the football and believing your defense, but analytics all the time now telling you to be aggressive. I'm interested to watch this play. Obviously, if you're aggressive, you might could run this clock out and end the football game and not have to put your defense back on the field.
Trailing by a possession, they need to keep the ball. They'll try to convert on fourth down. He's not going to get there. The defense was sure tackling to stop him a few yards short.
Nice job by the defense on fourth down, bowing up, getting physical, stopping the run, shutting down that fourth down play. Really good job by this defense.
Here comes the Gators offense, ready to go on the attack. The option, he'll keep it. Really putting together a threat now. They get the first. It's at the 37.
Well, his legs haven't been a big factor in this game up to now. He picks the perfect moment in the fourth quarter to rip off his longest run of the game.
On the ground, it's Pryor. They didn't get a push at all on that one. It'll be no gain on the play.
At this point of the game, the offense has the lead, and the offensive coordinator knows they want to keep running the football. So he's going back, he's looking at his playlist, and he's saying, which runs work the best for me in this game? What can I lean on right here to make sure we win this one?
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Back to pass. Got him downfield. He's finally stopped and brought down at the 15. The Gators come to the line with a new set of downs. From the red zone, it's Ball. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
And after that negative play on offense with the lead late in the game, I think there are still ways that you can be creative and run the football, but not be so obvious. So zone read type plays, fake dives and pitches to the running back to get him outside, jet sweeps. You can find other ways to keep the clock moving, even though the defense knows you're going to run it.
2nd down, they'll go to the air. Let's it go to the end zone. Touchdown, Gators! Made the grab in the end zone for 6.
And man, a lot of times late in games, you see offenses, they get very conservative, very predictable, and then they leave it in the hands of their defense. I like this execution, man. The offense continues to do what they do, and they take the 2-score lead in the fourth quarter, everything going in their direction. Lining up to tack one more onto that lead.
And the extra point is good. They're up 35-24. A very efficient 5-play scoring drive. And they close the deal with a 16-yard throw for the touchdown. Fielded in the end zone. It's Heath. He's brought down at the 16. Would have been much better off to take the touchback. Here comes the Hokies offense to start this possession. Time is running short. They've let this game get away from them a little bit. They must get something done here to have a chance to pull it out late. Grab behind the line. It's Overton. And he'll go down, but he delivered the business end of his stiff arm to that defender on the way.
Well, down 2 possessions. Good news is you get the completion. Bad news, though, did not get out of bounds. You know right now, saving the clock. That is at a premium for this offense.
They'll put it in play from the 27, first down. He goes right back to the air. Makes the catch. It's Brown. Can't get him to the ground. Found a little bit of room to operate, but he'll be stopped just short of the first down. And the Hokies come to the line in the hurry-up.
Well, there's an example of the quarterback just creating on the fly, because I think that was supposed to go to the running back on a screen, and he just saw an open guy downfield and said, I don't know, I'm just going to throw it down to this dude. He's wide open. I know that's not how we drew it up, but we'll take it.
All down, but he has enough to move the chains. Got it done in the passing game on the last play. Let's see what they do on first down.
Well, the defense makes the tackle. They give up the first down. They've now got to communicate the next play call. They can't substitute because the offense is going fast.
The run inside. It's Brown. And he'll find enough running room to get it just short of midfield at the 49. Two minutes now left in this one, and time is running short if they want to find a way to pull this one out. And now on second down for this offense. Gets the back moving. They'll go to work in the air on second down. Unloads to the wideout. Oh, it's picked off. Oh, at the worst possible time. Looking for more room. Oh, that was a terrific return as he takes it to the 9.
Man, we've seen explosive offensive firepower all game long, and here we are late in an obvious passing situation trying to get this thing close. The big INT, finally the defense makes a play, and David, it looks like they just closed the door on this one.
Well, and you know, Mr. Quarterback, defense wins championships. And how do you seal a game? The defense coming up with a big moment. Yes, obvious passing situation. You know they're going to throw it. The big INT, and that might seal their fate.
If at first you don't succeed, try again. I wouldn't be surprised if they just turn around and hand it off to him again here on second.
Clock stops as Virginia Tech calls its first timeout. They'll get together to decide how to play this second down. They've pushed it ahead to the 4. They'll try to cash in on second and goal. They'll move the tight end. On second and goal, he carries again. And he breaks the play. Touchdown, Gators! These guys are starting to separate themselves a little bit now, and it could get ugly if there's no answer coming up.
Nail me coffin. You know, we're supposed to keep everybody involved in this game, right? Keep them excited, a reason to tune in. Well, I don't got one. This is over.
And now with the extra point, they're up by 18 here in the fourth. They didn't have a whole lot of real estate in front of them when they took over possession, but they wasted no time. Couple of plays into the end zone. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. They'll send the tight end in motion. Running inside. It's Hawkins. He gets nothing, and they keep plowing ahead with the running game, and they've got very little to show for it. They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. Right back to him on the ground. At the 35, he's open. Good call, good execution as they move the chains, and they have a first down at the 38. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Looking for a physical attack from the gun. And the defense snows him under after a very short gain. You're going to hear guys after this game say, got to work harder, got to be more intense. You know, sometimes the harder you try, the worse it gets. And it seemed to me that's what happened out there today.
Yeah, it just never really got into a rhythm for this team. There's no doubt they've got a lot of very talented players on both sides of the ball. So, David, I don't think this is a situation where they need to now freak out and try to reinvent things on either side of the football. Just being in better rhythm early and trying to find that in their next game, I think would go a long way.
Yeah, and it's just finding a couple of those plays. What do I do really, really well? Let's continue to build on that. Let's take away these negative plays. Let's take away these turnovers. How do we create more